Hello, welcome to your week 3 summary and week 4 overview video for your immersive module on the Sport Business Management program. So if we look at what you did in week 3, so the week just gone, then we've had some sessions around the sport and landscape, and we've started to introduce the report elements with the role of the government. But more importantly, we've completed your presentations, and the feedback I've had from Phil has been excellent. So I'm really impressed with the work that you've been able to do in groups, and what you've been able to achieve in only the third week of your degree program. So we're in a really good position going forwards. Now, quite clearly in this week, whilst we have achieved finishing the presentations, as we said, the focus started to shift towards your EduBlog and your report section. So you've got the sport and landscape content, the role of the government, the role of local authorities with Phil across Thursday, and some tasks that he's built for you for today. Now, we're also looking at the report section today in our session, and that's going to follow on from last week's session around report planning, where we're going to look at that in a little bit more depth. So hopefully by the end of today, you feel really comfortable to go ahead and work through the report section of your EduBlog. Now, if we look ahead to what's coming up in the next week, in your final week on this program, on this module, we're going to start to look at the content in terms of the final bits around NDPBs, so UK Sport and Sport England, governing bodies, both national and local, and you've got a session here with Phil around understanding sport governance in terms of how some of these organisations are managed and governed. Now, if we think about the EduBlog, we've also got a session here around report writing on Thursday. But on Tuesday, in our role of the governing body session, we've also got an EduBlog support element. So by the end of this session on Tuesday, all of you will be signed up to EduBlogs and you will be attached to our class correctly, so we can see the progress you're making and give you any feedback as and when you want it over the next couple of weeks before you submit officially. You've also got this task here on Monday, which was set now. But you don't have to do it. The key thing is you need to have done it before this session here on Thursday with myself and Terry. So the task is for you to build your own CV. Now, you might already have one, and therefore you've done it. You might want to tweak it and improve it if you think it needs that, or you might have to build one from scratch by using a template that you find online, or by building it from a blank Word document. But whatever you've built or got, bring with you to this session on Thursday. So on Thursday, we've got a session around report writing. We've then got this session here with myself and Terry on developing an effective CV. And then on Friday, we've got this online session with myself and Terry around developing an effective supporting statement. And both of those link directly to EduBlog tasks, which we'll look at in a minute. We've also got this session Thursday afternoon around assessment support, but you're already in for a couple of hours on Thursday and you're going to be making good progress with your EduBlog by then. So this session will be an appointment session. So I'm available, I'll be on site, and we can sit down and have a tutorial, but you'll need to book in with that. So if you're completely happy or you're not ready for that, then by all means, you don't need to book anything in. It's not compulsory, but if you want that support, then that's a good slot for you to come and receive some support, or for me to look through anything if you want or need that. Now, if we then look at the EduBlog assignment, you've got these 4 sections, which I'm sure you're aware of. The first one is quite straightforward. It's an About Me section, which you can do relatively quickly. The second tab that you'll build on your website is about study skills. So you will upload your Using the Library worksheet, you will upload your Using Discovery worksheet, and you will upload your gap analysis, which you would have developed from what you've submitted in week 1. You've then got this short written reflection on your wider study skills. So any of these here as examples, or some of these examples, you can talk about and reflect upon in terms of how effective you are with them and why you are effective or ineffective with some of those. We've then got this employability section. Now, Terry posted a 30-minute video for you to engage with this week, which helps you with the top one. If you haven't done that yet, then you will need to go back and do that. That's on Learning Space already. And once you've found your 5 related jobs, you can then post the links to your EduBlog. Now, what's really important is that those 5 jobs all have job descriptions. If they don't, you won't be able to use them. Now, not only have you got to post the links to the jobs on your EduBlog, you have to download the job description and then physically upload that job description to your EduBlog. So it's not enough just to post a link. You need to put the job description on your EduBlog in addition to the link, plus any other documentation that might come with the job. Those jobs have to be current or recent, so anything older than 12 months you won't be able to use. And if you're in any doubt, please message me and I'll clarify for you. Now, as I said, those sessions that you have with Terry next week on Thursday and Friday around building a CV and building a supporting statement, they're going to be really useful for you, because you will then pick one of those jobs from the 5 that you've selected, pick one of those and create and upload a specific CV and a specific supporting statement as if you were applying for that job. Now, you may not have the qualifications or the skills or the experiences yet to get that job, because it may be one you're looking at in the future, and that's fine, but you'll still build a CV and a supporting statement as if you were applying for it now. So you might think about what you've currently done, or the fact that you're currently on a degree, and how that might help you. You've then got the report section here. Now, we won't talk through this anymore because we've got this session on Thursday specifically around report writing, and obviously if we're looking at this week, we've got this session today, and then you had the session last week. So we've had plenty of time on that already. What you'll need to do is build your report in the correct format. So like we've discussed in our sessions, title page, contents page, it will need to be appropriate font and appropriate font size. So for example, we don't want to see anything in size 16 fonts. It would need to be an appropriate font size and appropriate fonts. And you will then put that report in your assessment information tab here on Learning Space into the EduBlog Turnitin submission. Now, on your title page for your report, you will also need to put a link for your EduBlog. So we can then click on that link and we can see all of your EduBlog. So your report will have your title page with the link, but it will also have the report element that we can then mark and feedback on. Now, on your EduBlog, you will also need to upload your report in this section. So your report will go on Turnitin with the link on the title page, and it will go on your EduBlog in this section here. Now, if you need any additional help with your EduBlog in terms of setting it up, you can look through this resource here. If you need any additional support with report writing after our sessions, there's additional support here.